Alright, here we go, guys. I'm going to be showing you my Xbox 360 collection. I love this system. Probably one of my favorite systems. There's a lot of good titles in 360, and definitely one of the biggest, I think the second biggest collection in my video game collection. So here we go. We have 2006 Germany World Cup, or 2006 FIFA World Cup, whatever you want to call it. It was in Germany. I love the World Cup games. This is the 2006 one. And then we have the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa. This is a great one. This actually might be the best one of the bunch there. And then we have the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. And these are fun games. They're made by EA, who makes FIFA, but they're still fun games. Unfortunately, they don't make them as a separate entity anymore. Here we go. Alan Wake, what can I say? You guys have heard me talk about it so much. My favorite game of all time here on the 360. Alan Wake, what can I even say about this game anymore that I haven't said already? I absolutely adore this game. I can't get enough of it. I've played through it probably about 6 times, and I still love it every single time. So Alan Wake, if you don't have this title on the 360, well, you should. Here's another one I played through on my channel, Alice Madness Returns. Really good game. Platforming, puzzle solving, action. A lot of fun. Dark twist on Alice in Wonderland, and so good. We did play the first one on the channel too. We played the American McGee's Alice, which was not nearly as good as this one. And I think they're making a third one as well. So there's that. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Again, this is a really good title. Could be a top 40 of my all-time for sure. It's so good. I enjoyed this so much playing it. We might even bring it back on the channel to try and finish it up, but it's really fun game. Beautiful looking game. Next we have BioShock Infinite. This is the alternate cover with the nice bright red colors. This is just, if you open it up, the real cover's inside too. In the sleeve, you can kind of just alternate the covers. This is a really good title. I know most of you probably played it by now, but if you haven't, you're really missing out. BioShock Infinite. Borderlands 2. Spent a lot of time in that one. Brink. This is a fun one. Brink. Made by Bethesda. We have Call of Duty Ghosts. Try and get through some of these pretty quickly because I have a lot here. College Hoops 2K8. You guys know I like college basketball games. This is the best one that's ever been made. I used to play this so much with my friends, you have no idea. We used to just we would create our college team and just try and make like the Final Four and stuff, go through like a whole season. Oh my goodness, we used to play this so much. So good. Crisis 2, really good looking shooter and a fun shooter at that. Probably one of the best looking games on the 360, Crisis 2. The Darkness. I haven't really played this one. It's recommended to me on the channel, but unfortunately this game does not allow streaming, so I haven't been able to stream it yet. But there's The Darkness. Dark Void, we just did that one on the channel. Really fun game by Capcom. So you can see that on the channel. And now we have the Dead Space trilogy. Dead Space 1, Dead Space 2, my favorite in the series. And of course Dead Space 3, all really good games. Just a really fantastic series. Here's a really good 360 game, Defiance. It's since been released on Xbox One as a free-to-play game, so it's free now. This is when it was out originally on 360. I bought it, a physical version of it, and I actually still play this one from time to time. I prefer this version over the Xbox One version, just because I'm more used to this. There's not many differences in them, just some subtle ones, and it came with like these little cards too, which is pretty cool. These 2 Defiance cards. It was a TV show and a game. The game is still alive. It's an MMO. Yeah, if you care to play it on Xbox One. It's free. You can still get the 360 version, but the only person you might see running around on the map is me. So, but I'm happy to still have this physical version of Defiance. Really great game. I've spent a lot of hours in this one. Deus Ex Human Revolution. Really good title. The music in this game is second to none. It's just really, really good. And just a great game by Square Enix. Earth Defense Force, Insect Armageddon. Such a fun game. Fun to play with your friends. Fun to play alone. Just a good time. I've played this once on the channel. I think once or twice. So there's that. Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2. You guys have seen this on the channel, of course. Disney game there. Really good one. We have Fallout New Vegas. I've never played this, but maybe we can give it a try on the channel. Fallout New Vegas there. We have a FIFA Street 2012, which was the fourth FIFA Street in the series. This is a really fun one. Really, really fun. Can be frustrating, but it's a great game. Again, I've put a lot of hours into that. Here's a series that's familiar to pretty much everybody. We have Gears of War. Of course, Gears of War, Gears of War 2, and Gears of War 3. I used to have Gears of War Judgment, but I traded it in at some point. But I still have the original 3. Third one being my favorite in the series still to this day. I really like the third one. So there's those. G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. Again, I haven't played this one. I've heard it's kind of fun. Not really into G.I. Joe too much, but I'll play the game. I think it's after the movie. Here's a hidden gem on the 360, guys, and you're going to laugh, but I don't care. I love this game. Green Lantern, Rise of the Manhunters. Ryan Reynolds as the Green Lantern. The video game is so good. The fact there's so many different powers you can use as Green Lantern, all these different, variations of your power that you can do. It's so fun. It's also co-op, by the way. It is co-op. You can play through the entire game with a buddy. Couch co-op. Your buddy will control Sinestro. And it's just really fun. And it's got Ryan Reynolds' voice and likeness in the game, as you can see there. And you can even play the game in 3D. You don't even have to have a 3D television. They give you a couple 3D pairs of glasses. You just gotta... There's an option in the game to switch it to 3D. And you can play in like a cool little 3D thing. So, such a good game. I want to stream that so bad. We're going to stream that one day. Inversion. This is a good game. It's a poor man's Gears of War. There's no other way I can say it, but a poor man's Gears of War. But certainly worth a play if you can pick it up. Inversion. It's got the cover system like Gears of War. Not quite as polished. Kinect Adventures, because yes, I do have the Kinect. And Kinect Star Wars. There we go. Here's a couple classics. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2. I mean, you all know these ones. Really fun games. Zombies, zombies, and more zombies. Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy. Or Lego Star Wars 2, I should say, the original trilogy. So this is the original 3 in Lego form. Haven't played this one. Picked it up in a thrift store, so there's that. Oh my gosh, I keep looking at these titles I have. 360 is such a good system. This one right here, Lord of the Rings, War in the North. This is, oh my gosh, this is such a good game. It's like a action RPG, if you, like it, I guess you would call it. It's like a leveling up system. It's like a dungeon crawler. And I've played through this game like twice or something. You can play this one co-op too. It goes co-op, 2 players locally. You pick a class and you go through these worlds and you level up. And it's just a game I dream of streaming again because it is so fun. I want to play this again really bad. Lord of the Rings War in the North. Best Lord of the Rings game I've ever played by far. Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom, which is a very charming game where you are this man and his big friend there. Puzzle solving, adventure game. It's a great story. Just a lot of fun. And I really did enjoy this game. Here's another great one on the 360. Ultimate Alliance 2. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. Wow, just... I really hope to stream this someday too, as well. Such a fun game. Great cast of characters, and just a must-own on the 360. Midnight Club LA. Haven't played this one, but I got it, and I believe it works on Xbox One. It's a Rockstar game, so that could be kind of fun to drive around the city. Midnight Club LA. We have Monster Madness Battle for Suburbia. This is I don't even know what to say about this game. Just be prepared. That's all I'm going to say. Be prepared. Great game to play with friends, maybe when you're drunk or just want to have a laugh. It's definitely a game you probably want to play like around Halloween time too. I could possibly stream this sometime because it's fun. It's hard, but it's 4-player co-op. So if you have a few buddies and you want to play some monster fighting game that's just ridiculous and a good time, bust this out. All right, we still have more to go. Plenty more to go. We have next Mortal Kombat, the complete edition. The Mortal Kombat version on 360 is neat because there's a tag team system, so you can do co-op up to 4 players, 2-on-2. You have Freddy Krueger in there too for some reason, but Mortal Kombat complete edition. Here we go. NCAA Football 14. This is a fun college football game. I just found out this game's actually worth like $200 now, which is ridiculous. If I ever was that desperate for money, I'd probably just be selling this game. But I do want to play this again time to time because it's really fun. We used to create college teams in this and play. I don't even like college football really, but the game is really, really good. Great college experience going on with the game, and it's featuring ESPN, so it's got the ESPN like licensing and all the colleges, and yeah, it's worth. If you have this game in your collection, just sitting there, you're like, oh, I got an old sports game, and you don't play it, you could sell this for like $100 to $200 right now. This game, I'm not kidding. Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is a great one. I try and get as many Turtles games as I can. This is from the Nickelodeon series. Very much a beat 'em up, not nearly as good as the old Turtles beat 'em up games, but it's fun. It's co-op. It's Turtles. You can't go wrong, really. Activision. Here's a game, really good title here, Pinball Hall of Fame. Huge pinball fan I am. This is the Williams collection. It's got a whole bunch of real pinball machines that you can play, all recreated in the game. Great physics. And it's like an arcade that you walk around and go and choose the machine that you want to play. Such a fun game to explore and play. I really want to stream this too at some point. The original Plants vs. Zombies. Very different from the Garden Warfare, but just as fun. Tower defense game. As you can see there, this is a co-op game. This is a great game. Plants vs. Zombies. Prey. Probably my favorite shooter, my favorite first-person shooter on the 360. This was like I think this was a launch title or close to one of the first games I owned. Still one of my favorite 360 games. So good. Don't know what happened to them making a sequel for this, but it is an amazing shooter. If you like Doom, Quake, anything like that, you're gonna freaking love this game. It's right up that. It's the same kind of thing. You're fighting aliens on a spaceship, trying to save your girl. It's a lot of neat gameplay elements to this one. All right, next we have a bunch of PES games. We got PES 2008, which I remember how excited I was when this game came out. Played the crap out of that one. PES 2009. I've played all these so much. PES 2010. This game's so different from any other PES, and so is this one, PES 2011. The gameplay in these couple games just changes so much. They're all good in their own way. It's crazy. Then you got PES 2012. Really good one too. PES 2013, probably the best PES on the 360 for sure. Really, really good. This is still probably one of the best PES games today. A lot of people still regard it as their favorite PES game, even till now. It's really good. There's something about it, I guess, that just perfected some gameplay that they had going on in that era. So there's that. And PES 2014, again, this one's completely different from the other PES games. So this one didn't do as well, but I remember trying the demo of this when it first came out, and I didn't like it. And I was like, uh-oh, what's PES doing? And then I played the demo a few more times, and I was like, okay, actually, it's really good. I just didn't know how to play it because it was so different. And it warmed up to me, and I ended up really liking this game. So PES just kept on going. We have Quake 4. There's the aforementioned Quake. Quake 4. Could stream that. I got this game for $1. Remember Me, a really good game, great graphics by Capcom. Interesting game, but really fun. Shaun White's Skateboarding, the best skateboarding game ever. Yes, better than any of the Tony Hawk games. At least anyone that I've played. This game is so charming, so much fun to explore, just skate around and see the different areas. Great soundtrack, just full of color and just, oh my gosh, it's just such a fun game. I used to just sit around listening to music, playing this game. So fun. I want to stream this too for sure. There's like a little bit of a campaign in it as well. Ubisoft. Shaun White Skateboarding. If you don't have that one, you like skateboarding games, go pick that one up. Silent Hill Downpour, one of my favorite Silent Hill games. We will be streaming this at some point by Konami. Love this one. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Of course there, we could be bringing this series to the channel. Haven't played a ton of Skyrim. When I used to own it, I played a little bit of it, and I liked it a lot, but I didn't really get too deep into it, so there's that. Another one of my great favorite titles on the 360, Sleeping Dogs by Square Enix. Whew, this is a fun game. I played this like last week too, just to have fun in it. Such a good freaking game. If you like Grand Theft Auto, anything like that, I don't even play Grand Theft Auto, but this is just a really, really excellent game. Just so fun. Sneak King. We have Sonic AllStars, Sonic and Sega AllStars Racing with Banjo-Kazooie. Great game. This is the version with Banjo-Kazooie. Not all versions had him. I bought this at Best Buy because their version had Banjo-Kazooie in it. So I went out to Best Buy seeking out this version so I could get Banjo-Kazooie in my game. There he was. It was the first time we'd seen Banjo-Kazooie in a game since Nuts and Bolts, so I was like, yeah, sign me up for that. This is a great one. There's two, of course, then there's this one, AllStars Racing Transformed. For my money, this one's better. I think it's just more fun. This one gets really pretty hard and just not as fun overall. I like this one, the first one, better. But they're both good games. Syndicate, a first-person shooter by EA, futuristic one, really good, great graphics, cool weapons, really good game. Underrated, I'd say. Maybe not a lot of people know about that one. All right, almost there. Promise. There's my Switch. Thanks for watching this, guys. Bearing with me here. Tomb Raider, the first one in the remake series, and also still the best one. This, again, one of my favorite games. I love this game. Definitely a top 40. One day we'll stream this one too, because this one is just so good. All good, but this is my favorite one still. Splinter Cell Double Agent. That's a Tom Clancy game. There, as you can see. Next up, my favorite role-playing game that I've mentioned before. A game I, again, just dream of streaming because I want to play through it again so bad. That's Venetica. Not a well-known game. Deserves more attention than it gets. Why is this my favorite role-playing game of all time? Because there's such a charm to it. The main character is great. The world is just so fun to explore. And, oh my gosh. I remember playing through this and enjoyed it so much. There's such a charm to it. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect at all. You can tell it's not like, a major budget game, but there's something about it that is just so captivating, and I freaking love this game. And you'll see how much I love it when we play it at some point. I'm sorry you can't really see the pictures too well on the back. But yeah, just a really cool world to explore, and just a lot of fun. Viking Battle for Asgard. I haven't played this one, but could be really cool. Nice shiny cover. Here's one I played on the channel. A surprisingly fun game. I heard this game was really bad, The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. I didn't care. I got it, and because I love The Walking Dead, I was like, yeah, it's probably going to suck. But surprisingly, it wasn't that bad at all. It was playable. You know, it wasn't cheap. You know, I was able to get through the game and beat it. The game wasn't like so cheap. I mean, it was a little tough to, the controls can be a little hard to figure out at times, so it's not perfect, but it's not as bad as people said it was. I think it's a pretty decent first-person game, for sure. And if you're a Walking Dead fan, give it a go. I enjoyed it. You play as Daryl the whole time. Here's another good title, XMen Destiny on the 360. Really cool. You get to create your own, kind of almost like your own mutant. And I played through this one a few times with my friend. Really good game by Activision, XMen Destiny. We have a couple more here. Youre 2 in the movies. This used the Kinect sensor where you can film yourself and put yourself in scenes. Oh my goodness, is it fun. Because we used to just goof off and do whatever we wanted in front of the camera and put ourselves in movie scenes. So, and you're in the movies as well, probably even better. This one, you guys have, I've posted a few videos on some movies I used to make in this game with my friend that were just ridiculous, so you can check those out. This is a fun game too. This requires the Xbox Live Vision camera though that I have. You can't use the Kinect for this one. This one came out well before the Kinect. And last is Record of Agarist War Zero, the limited edition version. I showed this off in a pickups video once, as it's got like an art book in there, cards. If you want to see all that, you can just go to my pickups video, my Zero Pickups playlist. It's on one of those videos. Tried to show it. It's got the game in there. I actually haven't played this still. I've been waiting to stream it. I can't stream it yet, but it's going to be totally different for me, guys. So when I do play this, just be patient with me because I'm not used to playing games quite like this, but it just looks really interesting. A lot of fun for some reason. It's calling to me, so, and it's got the name Zero in the title, so I think that has a little something to do with it. So come on. But there's my 360 collection, guys. A lot of good titles, such a great system, and I'm still going to be adding more and more to that. I actually have a list here of 360 games that I want to get or buy back because I used to own even more. Games like LA Noire or Dungeon Siege 3, and Unreal Tournament 3, stuff like that I used to own. I want to buy back again, and a bunch of titles I've never played. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you again for the support on the channel. And next up, in the last video in my games collection, will be my Xbox One collection, which is my biggest collection amongst my games. So till next time, Zero. Record of Agarist War Zero is the number.